everybody, thanks for coming back to my channel. Today's video I may have to split up into two different parts, but we're gonna see how it goes. And I want to throw this out there right away because you may be able to tell my voice kind of like goes in and out sometimes. I'm having this like weird sickness right now. I don't even know if it's a sickness, but if my voice sounds weird, that is why. So it is gonna go in and out. So today's video is going to be my palette collection video. So that's why I may have to divide it into two videos. I have 22 palettes right now. There's more on the way. It is crazy. So let's just jump into it. I'm not going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to grab whatever I see in front of me. I have them all laid out here. Let's start with this one. This one is a MAC quad. These are the only MAC shadows that I own. This is the Spoiled Rich palette, and you can see there's some purples in there. This is a really fun palette to play with. Canoe gave this to me, and I did a look with this. However, the shadows in here are very not pigmented, so it's kind of hard to work with. The darker shades are really nice, but the lighter shades kind of don't really work for me. But I like them for the darker shades. Next, we have the Naked 2 Basics palette. This is a great palette if you need some some basic shadows. As you can see, they are all matte. They are all like transition. You have black, you have a brown, you have some nice brow bone highlights. Really like this palette. I took this traveling with me and it worked out really well. I was really happy with all the looks that I created with that. Then we have the Lorac Pro Matte palette, and I haven't played around with this too much, but here's what it looks like. And you can see there's some light shades. It's not really too exciting, but I have that. I also have the Naked Urban Decay palette. So much pan going on in this palette. I really like this palette. I have to play around with it more and to try to keep remembering to pull it out because it's a really good palette. I feel like everybody needs this palette. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. This is actually one of, if not my favorite palette. No, one of my favorite palettes. So this is what the palette looks like. It's really pretty. I love the browns in here. I just love every color. This color right here, Black Currant, is like my favorite. This brow bone highlight is nice. Everything is in hearts. It's just so cute. I love it so much. This is a palette that I continually reach for a lot. Same with this one. This is the Lorac Pro palette. I reach for this one constantly. I'm going to need to rebuy this pretty soon because it is running low. As you can see, there's a lot of pan in there. Tried to pan this for my Pan That palette, which didn't go so well, but I'm still working on it because I love this palette. So there's that. Then we have some Juvia's Place palettes. They are one of my favorite brands ever. I have the Nubian 2. I highly recommend this palette. I have a live swatch and review of this palette, so I will have that listed on the page or down below. But look at those pretty fall colors. It's so much fun to play with, and the quality is better than MAC. Completely better than MAC. Masquerade palette. Then we have the Masquerade palette. This is what that looks like. This is also by Juvia's Place. It's just a little bit bigger and more colorful and more fun. And I love playing with those. You've seen some looks for that. If you followed me on Instagram, you've seen a lot of looks with a lot of these palettes. So this is the Stila Eyes Are the Window Shadow palette. It has the shade Kitten in it. This is actually from Canoe as well. We did a makeup swap, so we're planning to do another one too, so I'm super excited about that. But the shadow in here called Kitten right here is a really popular shadow, and I used this and I fell in love. I really wanted to try it, so I'm so happy that I got the opportunity to. This is the Buxom palette that I customized, and I picked all the shades in here, and I'm super happy with them. Every shaded, well, I haven't used this one all over the lid. Yeah, I probably should, but I created a really fun mint chocolate chip look with this mint green. It's really pretty. I wish you could see it a little bit better. But this brow bone highlight I reach for all the time. If you've never tried Buxom shadows, I highly recommend you do because they will blow your mind because not many people talk about them. They're very underrated, which they do need more credit than they are given. Next we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills World Traveler palette. Sorry. This is what that looks like. I have done many different looks with this palette. I really, really like this palette a lot. I did a sorry, hair is going crazy. I have done many different looks with this palette. It is a really nice palette. At first I was kind of confused at how to use this because as you can see, they are not like user friendly. Like there's not a lot of shades that go together. But I have used every shade in this palette except for that one. I'm not going to use that one because it doesn't show up at all. But I created a really nice neutral look with the Bellini shade and it came out really nice. Everybody loved it. And I did that with Courtney K here on YouTube, so that was really fun. The newer palette that I have, and I'm super happy to have this one, is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I needed some good like basic matte palettes. Even though I have the Naked Basics palette, I needed some more mattes, and this you need in every makeup collection. Canoe really influenced me on getting this completely. The shadows in here are just gorgeous. They scream fall. If you don't have this, you need it. I really, really recommend it. I use this a lot for work, so if you have like an office job or something, this really goes well with, you know, that, because you don't want to look too overdone in an office, at least in my opinion. Which is hard for me to say because as you guys know, I really like makeup. I was going to say music. Wow. This is the Tarte Lip palette and I love this palette so much. So much. I have used the crap out of this. I especially like the shade Smarty Pants and the shade Funny Girl. Those are probably my favorites in this palette. The darker shades are very nice. I like that it comes with darker shades because I can easily create a whole look with this palette and it's really good for travel and it's really, really good quality. I love Tarte shadows a lot. So next we have the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. This is a really nice one. I haven't used this one in a long time because as you can see they are very bright colors and it's really good for the summertime. That's when I pull this out, for the summer. Shadows are really pigmented. They have a lot of glitter in it, but I really like the brow bone highlights especially, and this purple is really, really nice. I love that purple, or indigo, whatever you want to call it. Next up we have the Lorac the Lorac Mega Pro, I forgot what it was called. And you guys, I just absolutely love this palette so much. As you can see, I have gotten a crap ton of use out of this palette and I just really like it. I like how you have some neutrals on this side, some more colorful colors on the other side. Colorful colors, like really. And it comes with a really nice mirror. It's really good to travel with, and if you can get your hands on any of the Mega Pros, I really highly recommend this one, that Mega Pro palette. This is the Ulta Fabulous Face palette. It's a 33 complete face set, and the shadows in here are actually really nice. I just don't reach for this as much as I would like to. I have to get myself to do that because the shadows are really gorgeous. I especially like what's going on right here and here. Not really a fan of this quad, but those two together are really nice. And this one comes with the pull-out drawer. And I actually got rid of the 3 lip products that it came with. I was not a fan of them, but it comes with 3 face products. So that's pretty nice. You have the Tarte Painters Paint Collection set, I believe it's called. This was from Ulta. This is the Holiday 2016 release. So yeah, there's what it looks like. I really, really like this. It also comes out with a pull-out drawer. Speaking of pull-out drawers, you get a face palette, you get a brush, you get a lip gloss, and what is this called? A mascara. So you get a lot of good stuff. It's good value. I really, really like that. Now we have another palette from Canoe. This is the Urban Decay Ammo palette, and I really like this. I'm actually wearing a lot of the shadows on my eyes today. So I have Mildew, I have Polyester Bride, and I have Oil Slick. And I really like playing with these colors. I've used almost every single one except for the purples. I have Last Call actually in a single, so that's really cool. Really like that shadow in particular. Next I have the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, and this one is really, really nice. If you don't want to go for the really expensive Urban Decay Electric palette, this is really similar. Like, you get a matte yellow, you get some really fun colors in here, and the shadows are really, really nice. They are not as pigmented as the Urban Decay Electric palette. I don't think anything is, but if you wanted a drugstore colorful alternative, I highly recommend this one. I use this pretty frequently. I haven't in a while because they're so bright, but I do really, really like these, and I kind of want to try the other palettes that come in these little squares. So then we have the Makeup Revolution Fortune Favors the Brave. This was another recommendation by Canoe. This is the Fortune Favors the Brave palette, like I said. This is what this looks like. It's by Makeup Revolution. I don't know if I said that. This one doesn't excite me all too much. I'm kind of disappointed I got this. I do like a green look in here that I created, but I mean, everything else is kind of just basic. It's not my first go-to palette, plus the pigmentation is like okay. So yeah, that's the deal with that. And then we have the NYX Avant Pop Nouveau Chic, I guess this is. And this is what that looks like. I really, really like these colors in here. I have used the green and a couple other shades too. I can't remember which ones, but yeah. I'm excited to play with this more. I haven't really played with it all too much. And then we have the e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette. This is Sunset. I created a really fun sunset look with, what shade was it? With this shade right here. I had to build it up quite a bit. There you can see all the pretty colors. Can't wait to use this some more. And last but not least, probably the best out of the bunch. Well, I've pretty much said that for like all of them because I love my palettes so much. This is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. I love this palette so much that it broke. I have also hit pan on 3 of the shades in here, so that should say a lot. I love this color right here. I have hit pan on that one. I love the green. I love the brown. You can see a little slight pan in there, maybe. And then this shadow is everything. I gotta swatch this for a little finale here because holy crap. Does that not blow your mind that that's drugstore? That was one swipe. Let me do that again. Are you kidding me? Here, I'll do it again because the second time it wasn't. Ready? What? Are you kidding me? Amazing. I love Wet n Wild shadows so much. I really am excited for the holiday launch. I haven't found it yet. That's a whole other story. No, that wasn't so bad now, was it? That was all of my palettes, and I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what your guys' top 5 palettes are, or what you have in your collection that you reach for the most, or anything about your palettes. I would love to know. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and for being here, and for subscribing, and hanging out. And that'll be it for me, and I'll see you in my next video.